integrative is the word they kept using with EMDR. Like, it's a great model because it's very easy to use. Like you said, it with
other things,
in conjunction. And so I'll be just happened yesterday. I feel like was talking about parts with a client. Like I feel like, something as simple as there's a part of you, like trusting the part of you that, or looking for the part of you, connecting with the part of you that does know in a situation where you feel like you don't have the answers. And even if it's not in this moment, taking the time to be open and curious to there being a part of you that knows.
Yeah.
I love what we do. I'm Kim.
And I'm Camille, and this is Enneagram for the Culture, where two dope Black therapists discuss how therapy, Blackness, and the Enneagram come together. Hello.
Hi.
We're back.
We are.
Season 4.
Yeah. That's pretty something.
That is pretty something.
Like time flies.
Oof, Lord, doesn't it? We... And I was just looking at our first episode that we ever dropped was February 2022. So it's been over 2 years that we've been doing this, because here we are, fall 2024.
It's been a ride. I'm glad we're here.
Glad we're here, and we're glad we're doing this for season 4.
Yep. So just wanted to say, hey, we're here and we're kicking this thing off. Catch up a little bit. Share some of our excitement, what we're looking forward to about the season, and then we're going to get into an amazing season.
I'm really excited about this season.
Me too. Yeah, we didn't decide who's going to share first.
You can go.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah. So share with folks what you've been up to since the last time folks have heard you.
Yeah. So it's been, Camille and I, did our due diligence, actually looked at calendars. It's been a full year. And it's been a year this year. This was the year that my therapist told me to go. She lovingly told me, we agreed, that this was the year for me to just live. And if I felt like I needed her, she was there. But as far as having my set therapy appointments that I've had for 5 years, this was the year to not do. It wasn't the same. And so there's been a lot. It's been a year, but I've been good. Been doing a lot of learning. I've been really excited about basketball. I have my basketball jersey on today. I just realized that. But yeah, women's basketball specifically, and how the world continues to give more credit and attention to a sport that I've loved pretty much my whole life. But as a woman, it's always felt like, it doesn't get a shine. So that's been really, really exciting for me.
It's been so fun this year, for sure.
Yeah. This really brought me a lot of joy and helped be, so without it, then a big part of the year would be used to be sad for me, because there would be no basketball to watch or be tuned into. And so, but with that, it's literally been pretty year round. So that's been helpful.
Kim, not to cut you off, but we forgot a little bit of an elephant in the room, is that we are visual now.
Hi.
Hey. We have visual content.
Yeah, we do.
So this is us.
And you're going to see us, the whole season.
The whole season.
Something that we wanted to add. We were encouraged to consider it too, our team. But yeah.
You can check us out on YouTube and watch us chat and see all of our visual idiosyncrasies. So thanks for joining in if you're joining in visual. And if you're listening, there you go. You
should check us out.
You can check us out on YouTube.
Come see us.
Yeah. All right. Sorry to interrupt, but I just realized I was like, wait a minute. Sorry. So women's basketball.
No, it's okay. Basketball, got my car. I'm excited about that. So I had, I don't remember what season that was. I don't even remember. It was probably a conversation about goals or something. But I put it out there that I wanted a new car. And then I ended up having a client who started working with me and asked me if I got my new car. And I didn't know how she knew that I was working towards a new car. I did not have my new car at that point. I was like, no, this is our first session. It's like, how do you know that? She's like, oh, listen to the podcast. So I wanted to just update anyone who might be listening that did happen. And I feel really, really, really happy about it. So that's been something that's been fun. But yeah, this has been my year to try to like do life. Have still had like losses. I've had some pretty significant losses this year. And it's been helpful to have a tool like the Enneagram and, after having had therapy, knowing that I can go back to therapy, but really trying to use the tools I learned and the experiences I learned from that. And then any others that I have in my arsenal. So it's been a cool year for me for the Enneagram to have more of a, personal application in addition to using it professionally and for the podcast. I think I shared that I learned last year that for me as a 3, that whole fear of failure thing, like that just never really felt. I know I don't like failing, but like being afraid of it, that never really resonated with me. I felt like I understand to get what we want, like you're probably gonna fail along the way. So it's not so much that I'm afraid of that, but that whole losing. And what I learned last year specifically, like being a loser, that really resonated with me. That felt like a gut punch for me. Yeah. So learning that last year, having some more losses this year, and then realizing that also like just fear of loss, fear of losing things that are people or relationships or experiences that are significant loss. That's also part of that. Yeah, growing through that, and still doing my best to stay open and make room for staying open, and that's really benefited me. While there's been a lot of loss, been a lot of wins, and the wins have felt very full wins, and I think a part of that is being able to feel through the loss. So,
the both and of the of life.
Yeah. Through all of that, growing in my faith, that's also been like an incredible, resource, if you will, really good, like learning, just who God is for myself in a very evolved way. A lot is very different when it comes to that. And that feels really, really, really good. Yeah. So you don't make me just talk about all of the stuff that's been.
I'm not gonna jump
pivot.
Yeah, we can pivot. I love all of that though. I just was taking it all in and just reflecting on the year for you and all that you're sharing and just getting to watch and witness that. So I'm just taking it in, soaking it in. Yeah, what I've been up to this past year, it's crazy that it's been a year. That definitely hit me this morning when we were just talking about it. And yeah, there's all the things. It's been a full year of all the things, all the emotions. And my favorite thing from the past year has been that I got to go to Spain. And so that was a really great trip. Me and my sister, I think we've shared it on the podcast before that we do a sister trip every year. And I just really, really treasure that time and that opportunity that we have to get to go somewhere. It means a lot. And so this year the trip was Spain, and that was just magical and cool. And Spain is, it has a lot of creativity and beauty in like sometimes in like a little bit of an unorthodox way. The stuff in Barcelona with the gaudy architecture and just the Sagrada Familia, like the stuff that's just like uniquely beautiful and different. And it really actually opened up just this idea of, again, a little bit about who God is and how the creativity and that it's more than we can imagine. And and so that really was touching for my sister time, but then also personally, that reminder of our imaginations and how big our imaginations are and how big God's imagination is. So that was a really special place to go and get to lean into that and have fun with my sister.
Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah, and then I've loved some of the fun stuff, like some of the pop culture stuff, like the Olympics. I loved that. I have loved watching the women's basketball and just the rise of all of that. That's been neat to kind of lean into. So those things have been good.
Mm,
Yeah.
they happen. Yeah, you were fun. You're always yeah, I've known you long enough to have experienced multiple Olympics with you, and you're always fun.
Mhm.
And yeah, just your genuine just joy for something that's very exciting and the stories of the Olympians.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love that. I love that you and your sister like make that a priority and that you do have that time. I feel like that's so yeah, that's so cool. It's really special. Um and I love the lessons like I'm saying like the reconnecting with like just imagination and how that reminds you of God and their imagination and how powerful it is and limitless it is. That's my jam.
Yeah. Yeah, and then professionally, I've just continued to lean into my favorite therapy model is internal family systems, which is IFS. And in the past year, I've gotten to continue my trainings with that, which is in and of itself really cool. It's kind of hard. It's really hard to get trained in IFS. And so I always count it a very big privilege that I have gotten to do those trainings. Um, and so since the last year continued on with actually getting to like assist so to sometimes in these bigger trainings you have the lead trainers and then you have your assistants that teach the new people and so have gotten to assist one of the level ones and then finish up a level two and then I actually just got word this week that I'll get to assist with a level two and so really excited about that and love I always say to people IFS changed my life personally and professionally and it just changes the way I think about things and then the way I work with my clients. But it's also been a new thought of like what I want to do with it.
Mhm.
Just in terms of becoming a consultant or going down certain routes with it. And so trying to see what that it's been a new when you have like a new little baby and you're just kind of like fostering this little thing and letting it grow and see where you want to go with it. So that's kind of been my new focus has been that. So that's been really that's always been a really cool place to land is with those trainings and with the thoughts around IFS.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really exciting. And I love that for us, that to, like you said, land on a um, model, I guess is probably the best word to use. That, yeah, that resonates and that we are bought into both like personally and professionally for you as IFS, for me, EMDR was the case when I went through my EMDR training. I was just like, oh my, like, um, with EMDR, you have to use some of your own stuff as a part of the training. And so it's been stuff that I got from my EMDR training that like continues to really help me
Mhm.
personally today. And so both personally and professionally, to find a model that we really love and
Mhm.
to grow in it. It
Yeah.
it is exciting.
Yeah, it's been cool, and it's cool to see, like Inside Out 2 came out, and,
Mhm.
it's cool to see IFS kind of like everywhere, like all the ways that like we just use that language. And for those that don't know, it's the parts work. When you hear people talk about parts work, so when we say a part of me wants to quit my job and a part of me wants to stay at this job, and so IFS works with how do we create more internal peace with all the different parts of ourselves, and that there's certain parts that have been exiled, certain parts that are protecting, like tender parts, and so being able to just create a more harmonizing internal place. So that's been cool. And it's been cool to kind of like, even with like other therapy models, like for me, IFS sort of like is the umbrella, and then being able to like use other therapy models underneath is really neat. And so it's just been cool. It's just been cool. There's been a cool community that I've gotten to get involved with that. And yeah, that's been a fun thing professionally.
That is fun. That is fun. It's integrative is what the word they kept using with EMDR. Like, it's a great model because it's very easy to use. Like you said, it with
other things,
conjunct. And so I'll be just happened yesterday. I feel like was talking about parts with a client. Like I feel like something as simple as there's a part of you, like trusting the part of you that, or looking for the part of you, connecting with the part of you that does know in a situation where you feel like you like don't have the answers. And even if it's not in this moment, taking the time to be open and curious to there being a part of you that knows.
Yeah.
I love what we do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. And I love how it like overflows into like our lives. Like if you let it, just the way that, like you said, like sometimes in these trainings, we're using our own stuff. Well, I roll my eyes at that because yes, that is usually these trainings are more about our own stuff. I'm always wiped after IFS stuff, and which it's always been like that. It was like that, at least in my grad program as well. But that, yeah, like even in conjunction to learning about the model, how it's helped me in the last year, just with the fullness of life, the ups and the downs, the loves and the losses, like it's helped me kind of just be more at peace as I've navigated all of that, and be able to, just have more compassion and more curiosity for the ways that certain parts of me react in certain situations. And it's been good.
Yeah, it has been. I felt that difference with you, versus because we've been friends for a while now, and we both, we've had our seasons, we've been through some stuff, and how you felt even just towards yourself, it's definitely felt more compassionate and curious and open. So
yeah,
I'm proud of you as always.
Thank you, Kim. Proud of you.
Thank you, friend.
What else?
There's more professional. There's more professional stuff for you.
Yeah, probably because of some of the parts work that I did. Have been able to lean into just jumping in and putting myself out there professionally a little bit more. I have been for a long time been wanting to do a group. I've just loved group work, and through my time as a therapist, I've gotten to get really good trainings on group. There was a season when I was involved with a certain organization that does really great group work, and I learned a lot of skills from that, and just never have been able to apply it in the way that makes sense for me and my clients.
Yeah.
And it also felt like a to-do list, right? Like a task, and not wanting to get bogged down by another project. And so kind of leaning into like, let's do it. And it's been such a sweet thing. So I started a group for Black women, a 6-week group for Black women. And we were 2 weeks in at this point, and it's been so great. I've loved it. It's been so great. Hated the self-promotion part.
Yeah, that's real.
Hated that. That almost took me out. I almost said, forget it. I'm not doing it. But having to post on social media and having to ask people to sign up and having to, I did not like that. That just really, there was parts of me that were really uncomfortable with that and just did not want to do that. But that's kind of a little bit the way of the world that we live in, is that that's how you have to put yourself out there and market yourself. And The thing that if if we have the thing that was hard for me was that like I already know this is gonna be good. I already know this group is gonna be good. I already know like so to be like sign up, sign up, sign. I'm like, how much more do I have to like? But things get lost in the internet on the internet. Things get lost and people don't see things or people have barriers or people have hesitations, and so you have to keep putting it out there to be like sign up, sign up, sign up. And I was like, I don't want to ask people to sign up anymore. I don't want to do that. So it was definitely a step of courage
Yeah.
to keep doing that and to not give and persistence to not give up. There was another friend, colleague of mine that was also promoting something, and we both would like commiserate like weekly, like if I have to post this thing one more time. um, I think for me, I think as therapists, I don't know if this is for all therapists, but like, no, it's not for all therapists. But for me, I'm so used to doing work that doesn't get a lot of like, you know, it's a special thing when our clients say thank you, right? Like that really makes a difference. And not that clients need to say thank you, but we do so much work that sometimes is unseen. We're like the silent people in people's lives. Like we are this, and I'm fine with that. And so to kind of like put it on display of like, here's what I'm doing. Here's why it's so great. Here's why this is going to change your life. Like that feels like, oh, like just sign up. I know it's going to be great. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
Yeah. And so to put it out loud and that again, that is sometimes how things are going right now with social media and how we promote ourselves and I know a lot of therapists talk about this.
Mhm.
A lot of therapists talk about this. And so having to kind of navigate that was hard. But the work itself, the group itself, I love. And so if it means that the next time I run it, we have to kind of push through the uncomfortable self-promotion part to get to the part that is really cool, then okay. And hopefully the self-promotion will get easier once there's more testimonials and things like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, and more people are telling people.
yep. Yeah, because that's true. At this point in my career, client wise, I don't need
Right.
to do a lot of self promotion.
Right.
Thankfully, I mean, I've been doing this for 15, 16 years. Like, I'm not at the stage where I'm a brand new therapist. And so I don't have to do a lot on social media for getting clients. Again, knock on wood, thankfully. So, but that is how it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before we started recording that that's been another thing for me this year. This has been a year for me where professionally I've not been posting. The way I've been relating to social media for a solid year at this point has been very different where it's just not a priority. Um and So I do a fast every year, and social media is always one of the things I fast from. And I think the last time I fasted, and this happens when I fast, I'll be at first it's really hard, and then I'll get towards the end of my fast, and I'm like, I want to like go back, like I so enjoy the connection, the practices that I've been so intentional about for the past 14 days. Like I don't want to go back to
Mhm.
feeling distracted and disconnected. And so I think with social media, that was one of the things for me that I just didn't go, go back. And the difference I've noticed this year, just as far like anxiety, it makes me anxious. Social media totally makes me very, very anxious. And but at the same time, like you're saying, as professionals and just kind of the way our culture is. This is one of my like takeaways from a really cool event I went to. If there's a certain place, you see yourself wanting to be, if there's a certain place that your imagination is taking you as far as like how you want to utilize your wisdom and your skill set and your expertise and how especially, how what that can look like outside of just, meeting with one person for an hour
Mhm.
over and over
Mhm.
again, that you're going to have to put yourself out there.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it's a balance, is what I've learned. It's one where I've landed, um, is that I'm gonna have to do it, but I'm probably not gonna do it. Like, I'm probably gonna have somebody helping me do it because it's something that it's that draining for me to try to do it myself.
Mhm. It's a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anything? What else? What else have you been up to this year? Does that? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm really enjoying the work I'm doing with my clients. I really like my clients. I really like, I just feel really blessed every day for the most part to be able to do what I love doing. Sometimes I am tired and sometimes I don't feel like doing it that day. Because I need a break or because I need a rest or because I need some time away. Um, but I love what I do. And so I've been enjoying that. You mentioned imagination. I've really been giving myself to dream about, what will be next for me professionally and kind of how I want that to look. And similarly, like how I want to, um, use some of the skills that I've developed over, you said 16, that it was, I think it's been,
I think a 16 is too high. I think it's, at least for me, I think it might be more like 15.
I'm going to do math.
Mm-hmm. Is it 16?
For me, it's, for me, it's 15.
15. You're seasoned.
Yeah.
We got some, we've marinated. We've got some seasoning on
More
it.
than marinated.
Yeah.
15 years. But yeah, and we know what we're doing. And so how do I want to, yeah, how do I want to continue to grow as far as what my work life will look like?
15 years. And honestly, we met probably at year less than 5.
Definitely less than 5.
Yep.
Definitely less than 5. Because I moved to Charlotte year 3.
Of working?
Yes. 11. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I was a
Yeah.
tiny baby. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
was year 2.
Something like that.
Wow. Wow. And now we're here gawking at, we're at 15. We've been working for 15 years. Can you imagine little Kim and little Camille at year 2 of their career? No,
Mm-hmm.
she had no idea.
Mm. You know me, because I be sitting around dreaming.
You do.
I mean, it's pretty close to I knew I wasn't trying to do what we were doing at that point. I know I was just doing that to just get, the experience, but also the hours because I knew my goal was this.
I mean, I knew I wanted to do private practice, but
Yeah.
how good I am? Shit, no. I mean, I was good back then, but I think me now would run circles around year 2 therapist Camille.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, yes, that's how it should be. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been dreaming about that more. I'm excited about what God has been showing me and what's to come. I went to therapy for Black girls event. It was the first time that Dr. Joy invited therapists from the Therapy for Black Girls community to come together physically and hang out in Atlanta. And so me and Montina went and did that. And it was one of those experiences. I was trying to explain it to her. I was trying to explain it to my mom. It was one of those experiences that there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that, God's fingerprints were all over it, that I was exactly where I was supposed to be. There were just so many ways God spoke to me, showed me, affirmed that that was exactly where I was supposed to be. So that was amazing. The information we got from it was amazing. Also helped with where I landed as far as having to put myself out there on social media. But also some of the thoughts I've been having about kind of where this work will take me, confirm that that's the right path for me. So that was very refreshing and restorative and energizing. We were joking about it. We walked in on Friday evening to the first event, the welcome event, and you could feel a shift. I could feel a shift before I walked into the building and after I stepped foot in the building. It just felt so safe and seen and loved to just be, in a space with so many other Black women mostly, who are as passionate about healing and doing this work for us. It was amazing.
Cool.
Dr. Joy knew my name. Like she knew
Ooh,
who I was.
yes.
Like me and Montina were fangirling. I was trying to explain. I was like, Mom, Dr. Joy is like the Beyonce of therapy for Black women. Like this is a big deal.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Really
Yes.
cool.
Very
So, so yeah, that's been work for me.
love that. So with work, speaking of work, this is another part of our work.
Yes.
And so we have a new season 4. What are you excited about for the season? And I can go first. You can go first. Whoever wants to go first.
I can go first.
Yeah.
And that'll be definitely, I think so. I love our conversations. I love, yeah, I love it. But my favorite part, I think I probably know after having done this for a few seasons now, is the talking about the hopes.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing people's hopes for Black people individually and collectively, I'm most excited about that. I mean, hope. I love hope. I love feeling connected to hope. I love feeling like I can utilize it and lean into it when I need to. And so, yeah, I love talking about hope and hearing people's hope, especially for Black people. So I think that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, because we're doing interviews again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hearing people talk about their experiences with therapy. I love that. I love that for us as therapists, and I love that for our listeners as a part of a community that just deserves to hear what that experience can be like for us and how it can be beneficial, again, to help with like destigmatizing and not making it such a foreign thing that's like not for us, to chip away at that narrative and that belief. And share some of the amazing work that the folks that are going to be on what they're doing, sharing that with the world. I'm really excited about that too.
Yes. Yes. I'm just excited about the whole thing. I don't know. I love all the conversations with folks. I love just sitting, for that hour, talking with folks and hearing the whole story of where they started and their hopes and their therapy and their Blackness. I like it all. I just love the interview aspect. And get to know people and hear their stories. I think there's just so much wisdom. Yeah, I feel like every last season, every single episode, I walked away with so much wisdom from people, and getting to kind of hear people's wisdom was so neat. And so I'm so excited for that for season 4. I like this season that we're adding in a little tiny teaching piece before our interviews, just to still stay connected to the learning of the Enneagram and having a little, whatever our interviewer talks about, kind of connecting it to something to kind of expand on.
I love that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that added element. And then I am excited about the video and just for folks to be able to kind of feel
seen.
Yeah, being into it with us, except other seasons, I would be showing up.
Yeah, this is we didn't always look like this.
We did not always.
No. We've definitely been,
we're
intentional this season. You're not gonna catch us slipping.
At least I was rolling up looking like, I don't even know. I was like, podcast interview time or broadcast time. Okay, here we go. Nothing.
Yeah, it's a chill.
Nothing on my face. Nothing on my. Yeah, just showing up. And then now we gotta get a little bit put together for it now. So, hello.
Yeah. Hi. All right.
So that's it. So this we'll start releasing episodes every week with some of our amazing guests. Our lineup is like just phenomenal lineup of people that are just so interesting and intriguing and smart and hopeful. And I'm just so excited for these people's voices to get out into the world. And for you to fall in love with them the way that we've gotten to fall in love with them in our conversation. So
Absolutely. Can't wait. Listen, engage with us on social media. Let us know what you're thinking. Thanks to those who've been rocking with us for 4 seasons. And the encouragement, that what we're doing here, that the conversation, that it's necessary. I mean, it means a lot to me. And so we thank you for rocking with us. And so let's get into this evening.
Let's get into it.
All right. We'll see y'all around.
See you in the next episode.